All right, so here's one I'm surprised I've not made before. Really surprised, actually, because it's blatantly obvious. But it became more obvious when I got sick. Hey, you don't have to just get sick. When any, bad luck or tragedy happens, this is how the narcissist will help. Let's say, all right, this is actually a perfect example. You break your leg, you're in a cast, can't walk, and the narcissist will come and give you, I don't know, a scarf in the middle of the summer. And be like, oh, I heard you broke your leg, here's a scarf. I'm like, dude, it's 98 degrees outside. What? And they're like, oh, you're ungrateful, I was helping you. You were helping me? Okay. I don't see how a scarf in the middle of summer helps a broken leg. But, whatever. But they try to use that against you later on. Well, remember when I helped you? I gave you that scarf. Stupid shit like that. Or, you break your leg, and the narcissist comes around and is like, here's an all-expense hiking trip. All expenses paid to Hawaii to go on a hike. Did you forget I have a broken leg? How am I going to hike? Hello? Are we reading the room here? And at first I thought this was just out of stupidity. But honestly now I think it's totally on purpose. It's just a slap in the face and gives them ammunition to use later. But I did help you. Remember? I bought you that all-expense hiking trip. I got you a scarf in the middle of the summer. Insane stuff. Just insane stuff. I had another situation when I first got sick, and I was surviving off Ensure, protein shakes, bone broth. That's all I could stomach at the time. And someone brought me cookies and candy. And we're like, oh, just so you don't starve. I'm like, in what universe are you living in? Cookies and candy? So I don't starve? I couldn't even begin to understand that one. Now, conversely, let's take an actual, decent human being's reaction. I fucked my ankle up really bad. I couldn't put any weight on it. And one of my friends was like, hey, I have a pair of crutches you can borrow. Oh, an actual real world solution to a problem. It's just, it boggles the mind of the shit they'll do. It is truly it truly is that stupid. All expense paid hiking trip when you have a broken leg. It has to be on purpose. There's no way it's not on purpose. There's no way. And then on top of that, they'll start trying to diagnose you themselves. Oh, that's not a broken leg. You're just making it up, and you just want attention. And meanwhile, you're sitting there in a cast, going, "What in the fuck? How am I making this up? My leg is in a cast. Clearly, this is not made up." They're messed up people, man. Messed up people. And I don't know. Again, I don't know if they think right, or How they think just does not make sense. I could make up another scenario. You break your hand, like just mangle it, and they'll go out and buy you a nice expensive ink pen. You're like, what the fuck good does this do me? My hand is mangled. And I mean, if you were being nice, you could say, oh, well, it's to inspire you to get better or something like that. That's a stretch. But maybe. But I think it's really just to slap you in the face. Because when you think about it, the truly sadistic, narcissistic people, they'll take any and every opportunity they can to slap you in the face. Let's put up another example. Let's say your car breaks down. I don't know. It just needs a new alternator. It's going to cost you about $400 or $500. You know, no big deal. Not really. Inconvenient, yes, but not that big of a deal. And the narcissist will come around and gift you, help you with a $600 bike. Oh, here's a $600 bike. You could have just helped me with the $400. Instead, you spent more money just to degrade me and make me feel like shit. So, whenever shit like that happened, I would always just be like, okay, I'll take the bike, and I sell the bike and go buy an alternator. Put it in myself. That kind of scenario. It's just, it's either they're, I don't know. I just don't know if they're just freaking retarded or that sinister. It is truly and utterly mind-boggling. And it goes in, I mean, you can make up, if you have been around narcissistic people on any level, I'm sure you can go through your history and think back on those gifts, quote unquote, that help, quote unquote, that made no sense at all. I know you can. I know you can. And I think it's just an excuse to slap you in the face. Because like I said, they'll take any opportunity to slap you in the face. It doesn't matter when, where, how. But it's just easier to slap you in the face when you actually need help or you're vulnerable. They get a lot worse when you are vulnerable. That's like their freaking shark senses saying, attack now. Attack now. Hey, leave the couch alone, girl. It's not a scratching post. But yeah, so beware of the narcissistic help. Because it's not help. It's either a slap in the face or an excuse to attack you later. But I did help you. I gave you that scarf. I gave you that trip to hike. You know, I was helping you. I gave you that pen when your hand was broken. Okay. Yeah, you helped me, all right. And a lot of times, so I said that a lot of times when I got gifts like that, I would just sell it and do the actual correct fix, the correct help. And a lot of times, like, for instance, the scarf scenario, I would literally just throw that fucking thing away and be like, I'm not even going to look at this. I'm not even going to acknowledge its existence. Give me a scarf because I broke my leg in the middle of summer. Fuck you. So I would either sell it if it had value or literally throw it away and disregard it altogether. But that was just my reaction. Maybe you got a different one. But yeah, I can't believe I've never discussed this before.